Do you ever have those days where motivation feels impossible? Where even the smallest tasks feel overwhelming and you just can't get started? What if I told you there's a simple hack to instantly flip the switch and feel motivated on command? Today, I'm going to show you how to create something that could be a game changer in everything you do. It's called a success trigger. This is a secret tool that successful people use to crush procrastination and take action immediately. So, what exactly is a success trigger? Think of it as a mental or physical cue that flips the motivation switch in your brain. It's something you intentionally design and practice so that whenever you use it, you're instantly reminded of your goals, your potential, and the energy you need to take action. For example, let's say you want to write a book. Each morning before you sit down to write, you light a specific scented candle. The moment you smell that scent, your brain shifts into writing mode because it now associates that smell with creativity and focus. Over time, lighting the candle becomes your cue to get started, and that small ritual triggers your motivation. Now, why does this work? It all comes down to the science of habits and associations. Your brain loves shortcuts. When you repeatedly pair an action, sound, or even a smell with a productive activity, your brain creates a neural connection. Over time, this connection becomes automatic. It's why athletes listen to pump-up music before games or why students need their favorite study playlist. It puts them in the zone. Think about Michael Jordan. He famously wore his college basketball shorts under his professional uniform for every game. That small ritual wasn't magical. It was a trigger that gave him confidence and focus. Okay, so now let's get into how you can create your very own success trigger. It's a simple three-step process. 1. Choose a trigger. 2. Attach it to a goal. And 3. Practice and reinforce. Your trigger can be anything that's easy to repeat and tied to a specific action. It could be a song, a specific scent, an object, or even a physical movement. For example, clapping your hands, lighting a candle, or pressing play on a certain playlist. The key is to make sure your trigger is simple and intentional. Something you can use consistently. Next, decide what activity or mindset you want your trigger to spark. For instance, if your goal is to work out, your trigger might be tying your sneakers a different way than you normally do. If you want to feel motivated to study, it could be sitting in a specific chair or opening a specific notebook. The connection between the trigger and the goal is what makes this work. Your brain starts to associate the trigger with the action. Finally, you have to repeat the pairing. The more you use your trigger right before the desired action, the stronger the connection becomes. Think of it like training a muscle. The more you use it, the more automatic it becomes. Here are a few success trigger ideas you can use today. You can use music. Create a motivational playlist that gets you hyped up. Use it every time you need to start a challenging task. A familiar scent. Use a specific essential oil or candle. The scent will become tied to your productivity mindset. Unique movements. Do a quick power pose or stretch before diving into work. Your own mantras. Say a phrase like, "Let's crush this," out loud before starting your task. Read a specific passage, such as a verse in the Bible that gives you peace and motivation to move ahead. You also could take a moment to look at something like a photo or an object that reminds you of where you were at a different time in your life. Or something that reminds you of the people that mean a lot to you. Something that reminds you of the ones that depend on you, the ones that you love, or even a special someone that you lost. Things that will motivate you. Here's the thing. Success triggers only work if you stay consistent. The first few times it might feel silly. You might think, this won't work for me. But if you stick with it, you'll be amazed at how automatic your motivation becomes. Now let me share an extra secret that ties perfectly with your success trigger. Visualization. When you combine a trigger with visualization, you supercharge your ability to take action and stay motivated. Here's how it works. Before you use your trigger, take a moment to visualize yourself succeeding at the task ahead. Imagine the details vividly, how you'll feel, what you'll achieve, and the pride you'll experience afterward. For example, if your trigger is putting on your sneakers to go for a run, Close your eyes and picture yourself running effortlessly, feeling energized and finishing strong. When you see it in your mind first, you're priming your brain to believe it's possible. This creates a powerful feedback loop between your visualization and your trigger. The clearer your mental picture, the more motivated you'll feel to make it a reality. The human brain holds unparalleled power when it comes to visualization and manifestation. By vividly imagining our goals and desires, we activate neural pathways that make these visions feel real, priming our minds and bodies to take action. This process leverages the brain's ability to focus, build new habits, and align our subconscious with our conscious intentions. Visualization stimulates the same neural activity as physically experiencing an event, which is why it's a powerful tool for manifesting dreams into reality. By pairing clear mental imagery with belief and action, the brain becomes a catalyst for turning aspirations into tangible outcomes. So, pair your success trigger with a moment of visualization, and you'll not only feel motivated, you'll see yourself achieving greatness before it even happens. That's the power of your mind and your habits working together. Now, let's take things one step further. Another one of the most powerful tools for sustained motivation is finding your why. Your why is the deeper purpose behind your actions, the reason you want to succeed. When you know your why, it becomes easier to stay motivated even when things get tough. Ask yourself, why do you want to achieve this goal? Is it to provide for your family? To live a healthier life? To prove to yourself that you're capable of more? Your why should resonate deeply with you. It's what fuels your desire to keep going. Let's say your goal is to start a business. Your why might be financial freedom or creating a legacy for your children. When you feel unmotivated, reconnecting with that why can reignite your passion and remind you of the bigger picture. Take a moment today to write down your why. Keep it somewhere visible, like on your desk or your phone's lock screen. Combine your why with your success trigger and visualization, and you'll have a trifecta of tools to keep you motivated every single day. When you know your why, motivation stops being a struggle. It becomes your driving force, your compass, and your constant source of energy. Success is built on the small, intentional actions you take every day. By identifying and activating your success triggers, you create the momentum needed to achieve your goals. Remember, the power to succeed is already within you. Now, go out there and make it happen. What will your success trigger be? Let me know in the comments. And if you found this helpful, don't forget to like this video, subscribe for more self-help and motivation tips, and share it with someone who needs a little boost today. Just remember that you can do this, one trigger at a time.